So, welcome back. I took a very uneducated guess with zero precision, zero measurements, and there was no angle finders hurt in the making of this. He's been looking for some exhaust pipe, and I took a death wheel and lobbed a section out of this, and I still haven't bent it over yet. We have no idea if that's enough. God have mercy, I hope it's enough, because that sucks leaning over the front of this car. If there's a gap, I'll weld it. I ain't worried about a gap. We'll weld everything but a broken heart and a hole in the sky. And we know a way around that broken heart. But we're gonna take a hammer, try to bend this over a little bit, close that gap up, set the turbo on it, tomato, bada bing, bada boom, and it's gonna work. I hope. I will give you this one. Right, coming from down south. Let me get this out of your way. It shouldn't be too hard to pin.
Not at all. How far you want me to go?
Go a little more. Yep, that's. Damn, I really hope that it needs to go more. God, I hope it needs to go more.
Right.
Oh my God, I gotta, yeah, about that broken heart and hole in the sky. I'll get it. I promise. I'll get it. Be nice to. You want me to put it in there? Let you hold it? All right, we're going to find a different way to do this. Oh my God. Like a glove. How far away are we?
You need to. You're in the middle of the flange.
Oh. My pipe over here is holding me in the way. Take the bolt out. My intercourse piping is holding me.
Oh. Right there.
Shoot. I mean, it can handle coming down a little bit more. But the more we bring it forward, the harder it's going to be over here.
Yeah, but the better
Like
off,
minuscule.
better off we'll be overall, I think, though. We'll keep gaining space over there at least.
We can close that gap up a little bit more.
Okay.
And go from there.
All right.
The more I close that gap up, the easier it's going to be for me to weld it back anyways. So.
Back up with it.
Oh my Jesus.
Come on.
Did you say Roland was not coming?
Yeah.
Oh my.
It's a labyrinth in here.
It's about time you show up.
Well, somebody had a hammer near a Camaro and my senses went off.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll make sure to put some red RTV on that one.
Yeah.
By the way, we'll shout out. Do y'all know who this guy is yet? If you don't, go ahead and say it. This is not a shameless plug. This is right in your face.
If you don't know who I am, go check out Torque Racing Production on YouTube and Facebook.
He's got everything. This man has got his hands in everything. Torque Racing Productions. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, whatever you want to find, it's there. So, like I said, with a hammer and a very, very uncalculated cut, we were able to achieve fitment. Now, we got to flip the wastegate over this way, run the pipe under, take this off so I can weld all that up, put it back on, mount the turbo. He's going to work on the oil feed, and I'm going to work on the downpipe to come out the fender. Because that 5-inch out the hood, apparently the owner probably doesn't want to cut this really nice hood. I mean, I don't know, F-body guys are weird.
I've hacked mine all to pieces.
Some F-body guys are weird. Some guys don't want to cut the car up. But we're going to have to make this a bigger hole, and I've got a solution for how to put a bigger hole in a plastic deal like this. If we can find a torch later, we'll just heat a piece of pipe up, shove it through there, and burn a hole through it. I've done it before, and it works flawless. So, now, let's get it off and get it welded. Okay, so I've got the bolt set over here, got the lines disconnected. We got that bent down where we need. I can't get that V-band off, but that V-band is smashed against the frame. So there's another one. Let's see if I can zoom in. Somewhere back right in there, you can probably see it a little bit. But he's taking that one off, so hopefully I can get enough room to drop this thing down and get it back on. I'm gonna say this on camera, it's up to him to get it back on. But no, we'll get this thing back off right quick, or off for my first time, and then we'll go from there. We'll see how bad of the cut was that I need to weld back up, and then we're still trying to figure out how to get the pipe to dump, and we may literally get this guy talked into going out the hood. If not, oh well. I don't know for sure if we have what we need to get it to come out the fender. We may just route it straight down towards the ground right there, which is fine with us if it's fine with him. So yeah, let's try to get this pipe off right quick and show you what we got to work with. Please excuse the mess here, but this is what I'm working with. This is what I'm gonna have to try to TIG weld up. It's not a perfect cut at all, but that's what you get when you were cutting it the way I was cutting it. But let me get this thing started real quick. I'm not going to film myself welding, but you know, you'll get the idea. I'll show you what it looks like here in a minute. Or not, I don't care. So I ended up having to weld. I can't get the torch in here, and I'm not a TIG welder by any means, but I was able to get that big monstrosity of a gap welded up. Come around here, I ended up having the pipe fall away from me, but I got that took care of. It's not the prettiest, but it is completely sealed. That's just a shadow. That's actually where I went back over the second time. Like I said, I come on the inside and welded this one. And I wish to God that I can get in here. I don't want to MIG it, but like it really needed to have been MIG'd. But it is stainless. Whatever, it's as good as it needs to be. He's actually on the phone right now with the guy that owns this car. And as soon as he gets off with him, we're gonna bolt this back up, set the turbo on it where it needs to be, get something. I only have so much scrap to work with. So we're gonna try to build just a 90 that'll go straight down into that area for now. And the guy's gonna bring us some more pipe over. That way we can build it, not today, but soon, before the 20th. There's a race at I-64 that he's wanting to take this car to. But it will come out here for that. And then before we get too carried away with putting the turbo on it and mounting it permanently, I still need to take the intercore piping off, cut it, shorten it, weld it back, rotate it more 90. And then I got to adapt it from the 2.5 or 2 inch or whatever that is to the 3 inch V-band piece. But yeah, we will first, because that can come out with this bolted on. We'll get that bolted on, then we'll worry about that. And then we'll worry about the exhaust. And that also has to get cut off and brought straight out for that other piece to not have a big air pocket in it. But then we'll clean up the pieces I made yesterday. We'll round these corners off on both sides, clean it up, make it a little prettier, so we can maybe just keep making some headway. And then also, Brad has to remake this oil drain. It had a, it comes up, sorry about being out of focus, but it comes up over the rack and back down. It's just not ran the way it should be ran. Trying to just clean up every little thing that was kind of overlooked before, but we're just gonna keep chipping away at it. So I'm gonna get him out here and get to getting the bolting this back on. Just as we was about to put this on, Brad's looking through some part boxes and back pressure sensors. So we're discussing where we're going to put it. We went back over the videos. This is actually aimed towards the passenger side, and there's nothing in this area. So I'm going to put it a little lower. I'm going to try to get it in that area. It'll be completely out of the way of the bolts. Should be completely out of the way of everything, and we'll be able to run the wires in a safe manner, keep it out of heat. Or, well, no, actually, there would be no wires there. It'd be brake line. So, yeah, not a big deal at all. We'll run that out of the way. And just like that, YouTube magic, we've got it on there. It's not the prettiest. I don't care. It's on there. By the way, I'm not getting paid for this. I'm just volunteering to help this guy get some stuff done. But this is a buddy deal. There's the weld where I had to fix the big wide gap, which I guess isn't terrible. Now, when I drilled my hole, I didn't get it big enough, and my taper bit wasn't really right for what I needed. But there's a step ledge on here, so I just welded to the bottom of the step ledge. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to set flush as long as we get a reading through there, which is it's going to do just that. Brad went to grab a bite to eat right quick, so I'm going in the warm side of this garage and get warmed up while he's doing his thing up there. And then we'll try to get this bolted on tonight. I don't know how much more we're going to do, but stick around and find out. It's an awful nice pipe you got there.
Thanks.
So yeah, we done a little adapter deal here. Don't judge my welds. I am not a TIG welder. We ended up getting the turbo mounted the best we can for now. Plenty of room, and we ended up moving some stuff out of the way. Why did that turn on the bottom one? Oh my Jesus. There we go. So it does look tight, but that's way too hot for Brad to put it down there. That's why it's not down there. But it completely does clear the, let's see if we can get a better view. It does clear the hot side actually very well. And all the wiring, it doesn't hit anything. It comes down, back around in here. We have to do one more weld. Not tonight, of course, it's too late, too cold. But we gotta do one more weld right in here and shorten the pipe. But over here, we still haven't really decided. I believe we're just gonna turn it down for now, right? Which,
No,
well,
build a system. He's bringing the
he is, okay.
He's
Well.
bring it tomorrow.
Oh, well, okay. Then that changed things really quick.
4-inch beams and stuff.
But, yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to come here tomorrow or not because of my little boy situation. But that was your update for what we can get done in just a few days with no real motivation.
2 days, really.
Well, yeah,
Just
2 days,
2 half
3 or 4
days.
hours each day.
Yeah.
If you just get out in the garage and do 2-3 hours of work and don't think that it's warm in here, you don't have to have a heated garage, but it helps.
It does.
You get a lot accomplished if you just try and do it. But he may piddle on this tomorrow and get a few things done without me if I have my little boy. But it's not going to take but one more day of me being down here to help to get this thing knocked out. Then he goes on the dyno, and we're going to do back-to-back comparisons between that little thing over there that's like that big around to this. We're going to show you a back pressure now, which is still going to be a high back pressure. I'm still going to think that it's going to be limited to 18 pounds or so, maybe 20.
I think we'll run out of motor before we run out of turbo.
Yeah. We're realistically, this is a LS1. I don't know what year, but it's an LS1. It's
99,
the Gen 3 style rods. We're going to stop this thing at 650 or 700 horse, regardless of what it wants to make.
Yeah.
And not allow it to go any farther. We will probably end up with some boost creep issues, but we'll figure that out when it happens. But till next time.